Hey guys, this is Prashant and welcome to EasyTech AI channel. So today we will learn about advanced Excel package in automation A360. So guys, if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe to the channel and press the bell button to get the latest videos. So for the advanced Excel package, I have created one small use case. This will help to clear this concept how we can use the advanced Excel. So the use case is opening the existing workbook. Okay, so I have one location and there one sample file is there, employee data, so that I'll open it, which is having some data already inside this employee data file. Okay, and once it is opened, then I'll create one another workbook and create one sheet inside that named as a location. Okay, and copy all the data from the employee data to the new workbook which I will create. Okay, and then I'll filter it out on city column, which is available inside this new workbook. Okay, and then I'll save this workbook and close the workbook. Okay, so this is the use case I'll perform here. So here the editor here, first of all what I'll do, I need to open this workbook. Okay, so this workbook I need to open, so I'll just create one variable and store the path there. Okay, so I'll go to the variable here and create one variable. Okay, str file path. Okay, okay, so the type is string and this is the name of the variable. I'll just create it. Okay, so I'll just assign the path of this file to this variable. For that I need to go to the actions and select the assign from the string, assign from the string. Okay, and then I'll select this video, this particular variable, and I'll just copy this path. Okay, put here. All right, so this is done. Okay, and then one another variable I'll create for the name of the file, so that I'll do down. Yeah, here the variable str file name. Okay, and then create. Again I'll assign this to the, again I'll assign the name of the file to this variable. So the, I'll go to the actions and then assign here. Okay, and then file name, and the file name, the name of the file should be the exact name from here. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay, then I'll just open this particular file. So we have the file path and the file name right now, so I'll just open this. So the control room is slow today. Okay, and then I'll open this from the package advanced Excel. Okay, so this is the advanced Excel package, and inside this there is a open action is there. Okay, so that I'll just drag it here. Okay, and then here I have the desktop file, and then I have already created two variables. One is for the file path and one is for the file name. So I'll just uh, catch those two variables here. Okay, here the file path and then file name, F2, and then file name. All right. Okay, save this. Okay, so once it is opened, then I need to copy the data. Before that, what I'll do, I'll just create one new workbook. Okay, and then I'll copy the data from this particular workbook. Okay, so for this, what I supposed to do, I need to select the create workbook from here. Okay, so I need to create the workbook at this location. Okay, the same location I'll be using. So I'll just copy this, and then I think we have this variable already, the str file path. so that I can straightforward use here file path. Okay, to and then select the str file path. Okay, so the file name is not mentioned here because the file name which we have assigned the name of the file here, which was from the existing file. So here I'll just create one file name. Okay, so here I'll location dot xlsx. Okay, so that I'll create here, and then sheet name I'll create location itself. Okay, so the name of the sheet, whatever you want, you can just provide it here, so that it will be create this workbook, and inside that this sheet name will be created. Okay, if this file is password protected and you need to enter the credentials, then you can just use those credential methods from here. Okay, but as of now there is no need. Okay, so here I'll use the location data. Okay, location data is the session name. Okay, so why we supposed to provide the session name? Because this is the identification of this particular workbook. Okay, so if we have the multiple files open, then how it will be identified on which file it needs to be perform the operations. Okay, so then we can just use the session name, so that whatever the operations we are performing that particular file, then the session name should be the same for whatever the operations we are performing for that specific workbook. Okay, so I have provided this session name here. Okay, and anything else? Yeah, I think that's it. And okay, and then I need to copy the data from this existing. Okay, so existing file we have already opened here. Okay, and the name of the session we have to provide here. I haven't provided the session name, so here I'll just mention the employee data. Okay, so we have two files. One is employee data session name and one is location. Okay, okay, so here you can see the location data, and this is the employee data. All right, so we have these two files. Now we need to copy the data from this employee data and keep it inside the location data. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just go inside this advanced excel package, and inside that we have get multiple cells. Okay, so that I'll quickly put it here, and then all rows, and then session name here I'll mention from which file we are getting the cells. Okay, so that we will enter it here. Okay, so for now what from which file I need to copy the data, that is from the employee data. So I'll just perform this. I'll just enter this employee data session name. Okay, and that data I need to assign to one variable, that is the table variable. Okay, so here inside this, that whatever the data is available, we will just store it inside this. Okay, so here what I'll do, I'll tbl employee data. Okay, tbl employee data. Okay, okay, so whatever the data, all rows are available inside this employee data, that will be stored in this table tbl employee data variable, that is the table variable. Okay, now what we wanted to do, we need to read the data from this tbl employee data. Okay, and so for this we have one action here. Okay, so the write from data table. Okay, so I'll just use this. Okay, so here I need to select the data table variable. This is the variable where I wanted to store this, because we have created one workbook, right? So this is the workbook named as a location data session. Okay, and the file name, it will be the location. Okay, so there we wanted to store the data. So here I have selected this a specific worksheet. Okay, then worksheet name we have created as a location. Here you can see the location is there. So I'll quickly copy this. Inside the location sheet I need to insert the data. Okay, the specific first cell from which cell it needs to be entered. Okay, so I'll just mention as A1, and then the session name I'll like whatever the new file we have created, that session name we should perform, so that it will be writing this particular data to that file. Okay, so the location data. Okay. All right, so this is done. Once it is done, what we wanted to perform, we need to apply the filter on this new file. Okay, so that location file, we supposed to perform the filter operation on location of Pune. Okay, so this is the file basically. I'll just show you. I need to copy the all data from this particular sheet and keep it inside the new file. Okay, here the name of the city is Pune. Okay, so that I need to perform. I'll quickly close this. Okay, so here we will just use the filter action from the advanced Excel package. Okay, so here it is, and then we will apply the filter table name or the worksheet. Okay, so we have the worksheet, so I'll just use this. And from which worksheet we wanted to apply the filter, we are not applying the filter to the existing or the old file. Whatever we have created the new file here, that location.xlsx, inside that we supposed to perform. So in for that location.xlsx, there is a sheet location. Okay, we have provided that name while we are creating the workbook. So the location, and then remove the existing filter from the sheet. Okay, so if there would be existing filter is there, if that we don't want, then we can select it. Okay, and here the cell range, so I'm just selecting the all cells, and here the column name. Okay, so on which column we should apply the filter. Okay, so if I'll open this file again, so the we need to select the column C here. Okay, so city is available in C column. Okay, so that I'll just mention it there, C. Okay, so here if we wanted to apply the filter on number or the text, we have the text right now, so I'll just select this text and then equals. Okay, the C column equals Pune. Okay, then the session name, like whatever the session name we have selected while we are creating the file, that we can just select it here, because on that file only we are performing this filter. All okay, so I think this is done. Okay, all right, then I'll just save this. Okay, okay, so I'll run this. Before running, I'll again check. So this is the string variable str file path. We have assigned the file location, and then here the another variable, and we have assigned the value for this str file name is employee data.xlsx. Okay, so this is the existing file. Okay, and this is we are opening this file here, and we are creating one another file. Okay, and then here we are getting all sales data, and keeping it inside one table variable here, and then we are just writing the data inside the new workbook which we have created inside the location sheet. Okay, and this is the filter we are applying. Okay, so I'll just run this and we will see. Run this. Okay, so file is opened, then created the workbook, and then it should copy the data. Okay, and we inserted it, and here you can see the filter is applied here. Okay, Okay, so all right. So the whatever the steps we have mentioned here, those were completed successfully. So what we need to do, like if we will see the this is the existing file which is opened, and this is the new file has been created here. Okay, the location name and applied the filter. But we need to save those two files and close the files. Okay, so for this, what we will do, we will just use another two actions here that I'll show you. Okay, so here save save workbook. Okay, save workbook, we need the two because we have two workbooks are open here. So just we need to provide the session names. Okay, so this is the opened existing one, so this is the employee data. Make sure the name of the session should be exact, otherwise it will provide it will show the error. This is one and this is the second location data. Okay, all right, and then finally we supposed to close the workbook. Okay, so that I'll select the close from the action, close advanced Excel here. Okay, so those also we will, I'll add the two close actions. One is for the existing file and one is for the new file. Okay, so for this the employee data, so the employee data file will be closed here. Okay, so save changes when closing the file. If you will select this checkbox, then always whatever the data or like whatever the modifications are there, those it will be saved and then it will close. Okay, and then the second one is the location data. Okay, all right, save this. I will close the excels right now. Okay, this I will close, and this one also I will close. No need to save this. I'll quickly close this or delete this location file which was created in exist in previous run. Delete. All right, and then I'll run this again. Okay, okay. So the spreadsheet is opening right now. It will open the employee data file. Okay, and then it will create the new workbook here named as a location it has created, and then copy the data from this employee data and insert it into the location inserted, and then applied the filters here, save the files and close the files. Okay, okay, all right. So this is the use case and which is completed successfully. Okay, so here you can see the location file has been created, and inside that the data is copied and applied the filter to the Pune. Okay, okay, so basically these are the actions which we have performed in the inside the advanced Excel package. Open Excel, create workbook, get multiple cells, write from data table, filter, save workbook, close workbook. Okay, so yeah, that's it guys. Thank you.